Okay, trying to get adjusted. 1 second. Okay. There we go. Somewhat. Alright, so before we get started, quick little intro on what's going to be going on. I'm about to do a quick live study session. I haven't done my setting in a while, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting off with one of these morphemes. If you don't know, morphemes are pretty much just like prefixes, suffixes. They're like the building blocks of words that we use, and a lot of words are rooted in Latin and Greek, and that's what these are. So they're like, they just kind of show you like where they're from, where they're derived from, and what it means. And it helps you be able to read in more than one language. It also helps you break down your language further, especially if your language stems from these languages. So I'm gonna be doing that. And I also have this book. I have been very insecure about my Spanish speaking, especially living up north. I'm already a southerner and I don't speak like them, so that on top of speaking Spanish, it has just like kind of decreased my confidence. So what I'm going to be doing to fix that is just kind of reading this out loud. Yeah, I'm gonna be going like, I guess we're gonna start with the preamble today. What's it called? The on here is preambulo. I know what it means, but I can't think of the exact translation right now. But you know, just pretty much before the story started, the description of what we're about to read about. I'm going to be reading through that because it's a couple pages long, and I don't want to be on live doing this too long. So yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4.5 pages or so, and then probably tomorrow I'll be working through the rest. But it's basically just a book of like letters of love and rebellion. That's what the title says, and it's by Lydia Cacho. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly, but it pretty much just seems like letters that were sent between loved ones, family members, friends, like things like that during a time of crisis. So I'm really excited to get into that and really see like, you know, what they have to say to each other, because I'm very interested in like kind of like world history overall. And I love just being in people business. It just kind of give me a deeper way to do that. So yeah, so that's what that is. You're also going to be seeing me reference this. This is my Spanish English dictionary. I do prefer the hard copy because I like to actually go through and look for the different words, because as I do that, I am coming across new words and seeing the translation right there. And that repetition just really helps with building vocabulary overall. If I see a lot of words that pop up frequently that I really want to break down, I do have this notebook right here along with like a little pen. It's just like a free brand new notebook that I have found that you know, they just give out different things from here and there. So I'm starting over brand new. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera over here so you can see what's going on, and we'll go from there. Nope. Bear with me a moment. It's my first time doing this. Okay, I don't really need to be in frame like just so much, but I'm trying to put it in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing too. All right. Okay, so first I'm gonna start with these. I'm just gonna take the one right here. I'm not gonna do both bags just because I try to flip through one or the other every day. or so, just whenever I feel like it. I carry them in my purse as well. So that way when I'm on the train and everything, I have something to do that's not always just like a little game, and I can work my brain. But this is what it looks like. At the end of this live and everything, I'll be sure to link it below. But I'm going to be completely honest. Ever since I found these, I have not seen them come back in stock except for one time. And I don't know why they won't bring them back in stock. Clearly they sell out, but it's just such a robust set. Like, look at all these like different I'm sorry, morphemes and everything that they are going to like kind of quiz me through, and each one also has the etymology on the back. So Orinth, it means bird, and it comes from Greek, so you know that it's Greek stemmed. And Orinth, it's, as you start listening to more morphemes, you'll be able to tell whether it's Greek, Latin, or just kind of where it stems from. I've also been noticing some Arabic stem words as well, as I've been learning that, but we're not doing Arabic today. But as you can see, like, you can see how they have some English examples of the word ornithology, ornithopods, and ornithosaurus. And ornithology or ology means study, so the study of birds. That's how you're able to break down further words that you don't mean. So if you were to meet someone, they told you they were an an ornithologist, you would know they were a person who specializes in studying birds. Feel me? All right, so that's why morphemes are important, and that's what we're about to go through the stack right quick. So I'm taking these out the way. This set also comes with some very common ones, like these, and they are also double-sided. I'll also take pictures of these and post them in my community posts, because I feel like these are really, really good ones to, like, start out with. All right. So I'm gonna mix it up just a tad. All right. So the first one, Sood, I think it means false. Yes, so it's false. I wasn't sure of the etymology, but it is Greek, and pseudonym is a great example of that. So false name, pseudonym, like an alias would be a good synonym for like pseudonym. Okay. Ockle, opt, opto. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I think best optical, ocular. I don't know why I got that one wrong when I'm always at the optometrist, because I'm always getting my eyes checked. All right, so scanned, send, level, climb. Okay, so this is Greek etymology, and this actually means climb. I'm way better at the other set. This one's A through M, and this is N through Z, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm very not great at these, but I'm better at these. Climb, phos, pho, light. Yep, light, and that one is Greek etymology. Retro, behind. Yep, and that's Latin. Xyl, wood. Yes, xylophone. That's how I remember that one, because it's like a wooden instrument. Vit, vive, life. Latin. Orinth, we just went over that one. Spurred. San, with, healthy. Insane, sane, sanguine, sanitation, sanatorium, sanity, and it's Latin etymology. The etymology is Latin. Mon, un, one, Greek. Monogamy, monolith, monotheism, unicorn, union. Pyre, fire. That's correct, and it's Greek. Sim, sin, balance, with. Symbol, symmetry, sympathy, synchronous, synonym. Greek. Soma, body. Yes. Chromosome. Greek. Psalm. Sleep. Yes. Insomnia. That's a good way to, remember that one. In means not, so not sleeping. A lot of people are not able to sleep, obviously, when they have insomnia. And it's Latin. Uber, above. Okay, so that's actually beyond or super, and it's Latin. So exuberant, uber stylish, uber talented, uber trendy. Phys, body. That's physics, physique, and it's Greek. Nor, this is nerve, and it's Greek. This one is easy for me to believe. Remember, just because when you think a lot about the brain and the neurons and how they go together, you just know that, the nerves, when you start taking a few, medical classes and stuff like that. Pent, 5. Pentagon, a shape with 5 sides. Men, less or smaller. Yes. Diminish, minority, minuscule, minus, and it's Latin. Nom, I believe this one's name. No. Arrangement or law. So astronomy, autonomous, economy, taxonomy. Okay. Fill. I think this means green. No, leaf. Okay, leaf. Yes, chlorophyll. So I was thinking chlorophyll. Chlor means green. Got that confused. But leaf, chlorophyll is the substance that feeds plants and everything. So makes sense. Nomen, onym, and I think this is name. Okay, yes, binomial, nomination. So to name someone as something is to nominate them. A nominee is, kind of a play on that. The person, actually being nominated. Pseudonym, synonym. Opt, 8. Greek, I think we all know that one. Soar. Lizard? Yes. Lizard, reptile. So dinosaur. Dino means terrible or fearfully great. So they at one point believed dinosaurs were reptilian in species, I guess. So they named them fearfully great reptiles because they were so large. Tope or topia, place. That's actually kind of what stemmed the name of my channel. So utopia means good. I'm sorry. Utopia, and it depends on how you look at it. So utopia, the way it's spelled is utopia. U in itself typically means not, so utopia would be like a land of perfection, which pretty much means nowhere. But the reason I chose Courtopia is because this is my place. It does exist, but I understand it does exist only in my world. This is why I display my world, and it has so many different things going on here. Saint, holy, sacred, sacrifice, sanctuary, Latin. I'm gonna go a little bit faster just because I want to go ahead and get through the stack and do the reading. Try 3, and I believe that's Greek. Yeah, it's Greek and Latin, and it is 3. Script, right. Zoe, animal, yes, animal or living being. Not, nav, ship, yes, a ship or a sailor. Poly, sit, civ, like a city? Yes, city, citizenship. So weird to me that sit means city, but that's cool. Melon, dark. Trans, across. Voc, speech, voice. Xanth, yellow. Ren, kidney, yes. Therm, heat. Fur, four. Beast, this means beast or animal. Ultra, superior, beyond, okay, beyond. Zim, I'm not even sure. Ferment, okay, enzyme, lysozyme, and zymology. Latin, match or matter, mother. Poly, many. Port, carry. Sub, below. Underneath, beneath. Post, carry, after, behind. Tele, far. Head, paid. Foot, child. Marcy, optum, best. File, love. Psych, mind. Phobe, fear. Ori, far. East, and rise. East and rise. Aboriginal, disorient, oriental. Actually within the last week I learned that oriental means to be like to the far east of Asia. So that's why things are referred to as oriental when coming from that area, but it's only correct to refer to things as oriental, but not people. So keep that in mind. Plum, lead. Sect, seg, cut. Mal, bad. Mania. Mind. Mental illness and obsession. So a maniac is someone, you know, with an obsession. Usually that's what we refer to as a maniac. I'm not going to go there right now. I don't think that's appropriate. Quad 4. Prime, prot, I think ancient, first. So primary, primeval, primitive, protagonist, protocol, protoplasm, prototype, protozoan. Neph, I think also kidney, yes. Theo, God. Soci, people, group. So like a group of people, I guess. Serve, unsure. Save, protect. Okay, conserve, deserve, observe, conserve, preserve. Okay. So conservation usually comes together to protect things. So okay, I can see that breakdown. Para, with, beside, near. Okay, beside, near. Paradox, parentheses, paralegal, parallel, paramedical. Head, pod, this one means foot. Some of them are really close. I don't know if you guys remember the one that meant child. I'm not sure where it is in the stack. Let's see. Okay, I can't find it off top, so we're gonna move on. Mag, Meg, great, great and large. Oma, body, tumor, cancer. Carcinoma, lymphoma, melanoma. Herb, city, urban, suburban, urbanize, urbanism. Palais, pali, ancient. So paleontology is the study of things that are ancient and old. Meter, measure. Mic, small, yes. Zen, race, no. Foreign, stranger. Okay, so like xenophobia, for example. That's the word that's coming to my mind when I was trying to break it down and I paused. So xenophobia, I know, means like a fear of, like, you know, a type of people and everything. So I assume Zen meant people, but really it means foreign or stranger. So you can really start being able to break down the things that people are talking about and more current matters and everything. So yeah. Peri, around. Pan, panned, pans. Widespread, all, and spread. So kinda, I guess. Phone, sound. Verb, word. Myth, story. Ver, poison. All right. And put these back in here. So again, I'll make sure to link these. You can try to set a reminder and see if you see them pop into stock. Because again, I did see them come back into stock one time. I tried to remind people and, you know, set reminders out because I know people in real life who want them as well, especially for their kids and stuff. And I can't even find an alternative that I feel like is good enough either. It's like I used to like literally make my own before I found these, so I feel very lucky to have even found them. All right. So it's time to go ahead and bust our book out. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to just go ahead and jump into the reading. This is mostly about reading aloud for this go around. I'm going to take note of some words that I need to stop and look at, but this won't be the last time I look at this. So this time I just want to go through to just speak it and get more comfortable with it. And yeah. So Cartas de Amor y Rebeldia by, how do you say bye? Mm-hmm. By Lydia Cacho. Preámbulo. Desde el exilio escribo este libro que inesperadamente se puso frente a mis manos vacías y temblorosas, negadas a escribir una palabra más sobre lo injusto, porque la muerte nuevamente me pisó los talones y mis piernas cansadas quieren detener el paso, darse por vencidas, entregarse al vacío, a la pérdida, al agotamiento y a la soledad. So I'll be stopping paragraph by paragraph just to write a few words down. Inesperadamente. Let me start on the second page. Temblorosas y detener. ¿Qué significa? El 23 de julio de 2019, unos sicarios, I know that one, I watch a lot of Narcos, entraron en mi hogar, mataron a mis perras, fieles compañeras de mis días, mientras la fortuna quiso que mi viaje encontrara obstáculos para no llegar a tiempo a lo que parecía el último enfrentamiento con la muerte. Fui de México cuando dos expertos de la Interpol y la Administración de Control de Drogas, DEA, por sus siglas en inglés, me explicaron que esta sí era efectivamente la última llamada de poderosos líderes, las mafias de tratantes de niñas, pues su emporio se resquebrajó en abril de ese mismo año con mis últimas declaraciones y más tarde con la alerta roja de la Interpol que convirtió en prófugos de la justicia internacional. Oh, wow. So that I wasn't able to get every single thing she said, but it sounded like it got kind of real. Okay, so some words I definitely want to enfrentamiento. That's a long one. Llamada resquebrajo. Profugos. I feel like that one's gonna pop up again. Okay, next paragraph. Antes de sentarme a escribir este libro, pasé por un angustioso periplo por Nueva York, California y España. Había pagado una gran cantidad de dinero a un abogado de migración estadounidense para que me consiguiera una visa de trabajo que fue preaprobada y 2 semanas después Trump ordenó la cancelación de nuevas visas de trabajo para periodistas y escritoras mexicanas. Pasé en silencio incesantes noches de angustia, llantos nocturnos, bebidos en soledad en las habitaciones de 10 viviendas diferentes. Mientras tanto sonreía débilmente ante mis amistades y familiares para evitar angustiarlos más. Durante las noches me observaba rumiar la ansiedad alejando ráfagas. Pensamientos suicidas frente al espejo, diciéndome cada día, Lydia, también esto habrá de pasar. Oh my goodness. Okay, so The word, I'm sorry, I'm really just kind of taken aback by what I'm reading. I can't comprehend it 100%, so it's got me a little bit distracted, of course. But it's just, yeah. So the word that I'm looking at now is angustiarlos. I want to go ahead and pull the verb from that. So angustia. And that's going to be the word that I end up looking up from there. And rumiar. I'm not sure what that one means either. It's causing me some confusion. Okay. Una mañana, luego de comprar verduras en el mercado en Madrid, me desvié para entregarle algo de comer a una joven sin hogar que vivía escondida en un portal al lado del piso que arrendaba. Ella me confesó que no quería ni refugio ni hogar. La heroína la arrebató la voluntad de añorar. Al volver a casa me consolé pensando absurdamente en el privilegio de no estar en una situación tan precaria solo para descubrirme más tarde frente a un listado de gastos de exilio, viendo que mis ahorros empequeñecen rápidamente ante una vida en fuga. Okay. I'm also scanning it after I read it too, because reading it out loud is a bit of a distraction for me. I'm trying to take it in a bit as well. So I'm just like scanning over to find those words. Escondida. My Spanish professor would be so proud if he saw me actually still writing in Spanish. Añorar. Okay, so conforme pasaban los meses, aumentaba mi angustia por la búsqueda de un estatus legal que me permitiera permanecer en algún país que me acogiera sin la amenaza de que ese refugio temporal terminara pronto y me forzara a volver en medio de una crisis pandémica a manos de los sicarios y de un gobierno mexicano que avala la impunidad. Mientras trabajaba de sol a sol para mantener Dos vidas son suspendidas. Like, the disbelief of what I'm reading is making me trip. Like, not to laugh, I'm laughing because it's a little awkward. But the disbelief of like what I'm taking in is like making me stumble over what I'm saying even more. So yeah. En un país europeo con mi economía de reportera mexicana, mis amistades del alma me cobijaron, haciendo un poco más llevadero el periplo. Conforme. Acogiera, cogiera, cogiera, acogiera. Avala. Cobijar. What does that mean? I see cobijaron, and I'm going. I wonder if that's a stem changing thing. But right now, I'm not sure, so I'm gonna put the entire verb just because I don't know exactly how the stem is spelled and I don't want to confuse myself and not be able to find it in the dictionary. So that's probably gonna take a little bit more breaking down, but that's fine. Alright, moving on. Un médico argentino en Madrid, luego de revisarme y advertir el alto costo que el estrés postraumático cobraba en mi salud. Me dijo que estoy sufriendo el síndrome de la exiliada. Tengo el corazón partido por la mitad, un fragmento en México y otro aquí en España. Debía buscar la forma de traer esa otra mitad conmigo, porque hay vacíos que paralizan, que pulverizan la esperanza y nos acercan a la muerte emocional y biológica. Y'all, I had no idea what book I was choosing, but I knew I was drawn to it for a reason. I can't wait to come back on here and like kind of tell you what I pulled from this after getting through the book and everything. Like, okay, so from this, paragraph. Let's see. Cooperaba. I don't think that one's a verb. Could be. Cooperaba. That aba, I think that's a verb. So, cooperar. Let me put that in parentheses. Cooperar. Okay. La mitad. All right. Sip of water. Había algo que necesitaba para sentirme más cerca de ese metafórico corazón. Las cartas de durante toda una vida me escribió mi madre. Las que me escribieron amistades y familiares. Las que yo escribí y con los años fui recuperando porque la gente había pensado tirarlas. That one's hard. Y prefirió preguntar si me interesaba. Y mis diarios, desde ese primer cuaderno que mi madre me obsequió a los 12 años para que documentara historias, hasta el de mis viajes de investigación de 2018. Fue entonces que llegaron poco a poco en manos de amistades que pandemia de por medio pudieron viajar entre México y España ayudándome paulatinamente a repatriar mi pasado. Repatriar. So, let's see. Tirarlas. Okay. It's probably still not right, but we'll figure it out. obsequio. Okay, so this one is Palatinamente. Palatinamente. Okay. Comencé a releer las cartas y los diarios. Tapice una pared con fotografías de instantes simbólicos, viajes y momentos clave de mi carrera periodística. Inicié entonces la aventura de un éxodo en el que rescate en la niña que los 12 años habló por vez primera sobre la muerte y el suicidio, la que huyó de casa y aprendió a amar mirando a sus abuelos caminar por un puente tomados de la mano. Al transcribir las cartas y fragmentos de los diarios fue acercando la vida de la que soy en 2022 a la de la joven que soñaba con una vida de aventuras. So one thing I find interesting, releer, I'm assuming, I'm gonna look it up. It's just like, I'm assuming that is like her saying rereading, because leer means to read, and I know means again, typically, so I believe that's what that means, but I just want to confirm that, so I'm gonna write that first. But that's just to point out why I study those morphemes and why I was pointing that out earlier. Rescate. Giving rescue, I'm not sure. Tomatoes. Acertando. Sin intentarlo. Okay, yeah. Sin intentarlo siquiera arras, oh gosh. The double R's get me every time. sin intentarlo siquiera, arrastré mi pasado hacia un pequeño estudio en un antiguo barrio madrileño, como quien trae un animal herido a casa, y escribiendo en mi computadora portátil fui sanando, hasta que un buen día descubrí que revivía. Estaba escribiendo la biografía de una vida acabada, y mientras lo hacía recogía retales de mi corazón regados por el mundo. Siquiera. What does that mean? Siquiera. It's really pretty. I hope it doesn't mean nothing bad. I keep repeating it. And definitely this arrastre. A S-T-R-E. Durante 36 años, personas de mi entorno y quienes leen mis obras han preguntado cómo llegué hasta aquí, qué secreto subyace detrás de una mujer que a los 22 años decidió lanzarse a la aventura de la defensa de los derechos humanos y la libertad de expresión bajo la consigna de que se debe vivir desde la congruencia y de ser necesario pagar las consecuencias de semejante atrevimiento. Cualquier respuesta ha sido siempre una fácil cuida para no profundizar en toda una vida de asombro y rabia de su inseguridad y fortaleza interna, de búsqueda, miedo, pasión y desconocimiento, habitada desde niña por una ansiedad vital que intenta comprender lo que a simple vista parece inescrutable. Obras. lanzarse a la aventura. Subirse. Subirse. Lanzarse. Semejante atrevimiento. Okay, I'm gonna put that in quotations because that's more so a phrase that I want to look up. Semejante atrevimiento. Vimiento. And this is an interesting word, cualquier. Cualquier. I think I know what that means, but sometimes I see how they like block certain words together, and I just want further understanding on why in particular reasons, like, you know, grammatically, because I know sometimes people use flowery language when they speak, and I'm at the level of Spanish where I'm trying to understand that versus like the dog is red. Alright, so el origen de la valentía de cualquier ser humano es inverificable. Se sustenta en semillas de dolor, de amor, de inconformismo frente a la realidad a veces insoportable. Simiente del pasado de retumba en una memoria colectiva que nos llama, aunque intentemos ignorarla, es inspiración ordenada por la vida ejemplar de las personas a quienes admiramos en la juventud. Es también en rescate de documentos que nos recuerdan cómo era esa vida, a que olía la ciudad, el sabor de los guisos de la niñez, los miedos y las alegrías, crecer a destiempo contar mientras se vive, creyendo que se exorciza el presente sin comprender que se escribe para el futuro. Valentía. Semillas. Retumba. Olía. Why is that lip gloss empty? Probably because I used it all, but still, I don't know why I still have it. Okay, moving on. Me he negado a hablar del imaginario secreto de mi fuerza, porque no creo que exista. Los misterios no me pertenecen ni siquiera. La vida es mía. La única certeza que habita desde la niñez es la vacío y la muerte. Tenerla de cerca, entender su presencia absoluta en nuestra vida. No hay nada desconocido en la muerte. Todo lo ignoto e incomprensible se halla en el lado de la vida, en el absurda e injusta que resulta para millones de personas en la inmora desigualdad que nos divide en castas, generosos y clases, en los azotes que enfrentamos al intentar develar Oh, so, I'm sorry, y'all. Again, like the text is a little heavy, so I'm just trying, like, I'm trying to read, interpret, and not like get tripped up emotionally as well. Okay, but where was I? Okay, so I'm gonna go. Oh, just the beginning of the sentence. Okay, so en los azotes que enfrentamos al intentar develar un rumbo diferente que favorezca un sentido de humanidad más profundo. Intentamos desesperadamente erradicar las excusas y argumentos que so- que sostienen, que sostienen la violencia como norma que regula nuestra vida en lo público y lo privado. Desconocido. Desconocido. Did I already have that on? I think I did. No. Azotes. Sostienen. He dicho incontables veces que lo mío no son el martirologio, ni la bonhomia. Lo que me ha movido para dedicar mi vida a escribir, a convertirme en reportera de guerra en el mundo que atestigua la batalla contra las vidas y cuerpos de mujeres y niñas, enfrentar mafiosos y feminicidas, torturadores y corruptores, asesinos y criminales de cuello blanco es en realidad el simple y claro sentido de justicia, el haber descubierto en la niñez que nadie debería preguntar si merece la vida que le ha tocado vivir o si alguien merecía una muerte violenta y manos de un tercero. Martirologio. Bonhomia. Bonhomia. I wonder if that means like vocal. I don't know why that would fit though. Forget I said that. Atestigua. I think that means attest. Let me see. Battaglia. Battaglia? That sounds familiar. I'm not going to read some of these words up just due to, or reread and highlight certain ones. But certain ones I am able to understand what they mean just due to, again, the morphemes and things that I'm reading. So it's not that I'm familiar with every single word on here. I have just been able to like kind of, I guess, context clue it out. All right, let's move on. Este libro no tiene grandes pretensiones, son los fragmentos históricos de una vida bien vivida, los secretos de una chica rebelde, los amores de una feminista, sus discusiones perdidas, confesiones, serendipias y revelaciones. Es la historia de cómo llegó de vuelta a mis manos el otro pedazo de mi corazón para no morir de hastío. Cuando mi madre entregó la primera libreta en, oh, this is testing me, how do you say 900 in Spanish? Okay, forgot how to say 100. Okay, so the year is 1975. I'm gonna refresh on my numbers before I come back next time. Or maybe we'll do it on camera. Okay. Y me dijo, escribe lo que sientes sin saberlo iniciaba. Un viaje que ella quiso recorrer también, pues sonaba con ser escritora. Sus cartas aquí publicados son un homenaje a ella que ya muerta publica un regazo de su palabra que inexorablemente va atar la mía. Homenaje, homenaje. Y rechazo. It wouldn't hurt to look up a title too. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna put my bookmark right there. So the introduction to this book is what we just read, if you know you're coming in late or whatever. But I knew this book was going to be, you know, obviously like letters of love and rebellion. I knew it was going to be grasping me emotionally from different points. It's like, however, I didn't know what Miss Lydia was going to say, you know, but I am very much looking forward to breaking the rest of this book down and really going from cover to cover with it. I'm going to also look up these words and everything. I'll be doing that off camera because I've been on live for a minute now and my phone probably needs to charge, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. But I'll be looking up these words and going through each one and writing out the actual English definition. And then once I do that, I'm going to go back and reread this on my own. And one of the things that I'm going to do before we do end up going back into this book, because I can't say that's exactly what's going to happen on the next video. I don't know yet. I may do a different language. I may do some Arabic next time. We'll see how that goes. But the next time I do come back to do this particular book on this topic, I will be able to give you a better summary of what I interpreted anyway from the introduction of this book. And I'll be able to, you know, kind of show you guys like what the notebook looks like as well after finding all the definitions in the Spanish English dictionary. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I will also, just a heads up, I'll probably be putting a trigger warning on future videos where I am reviewing this book, because I believe it also, like, I want to talk about it very authentically as I'm going through it. And based off of what I'm reading off of it now, I just think it'd be wise to put that for anyone who may need it. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm gonna catch you next time.